What's up, world? What's up, world? What's up, world? Let's see if I got this right this time. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. We're about to find out. And let me turn all this stuff off. Look at me messing up already. I knew I was going to mess up, but that's all right. So got the video going. Let me get my clock going. See, we got the clock up in the right-hand corner. We're gonna make this show run efficiently and not take up all your time today. So here it is, week 1. Carolina Panthers OTAs, Chris Jenkins with Charlotte Vibe, credentialed media member. So I'm just going to tell you guys now, first 2 minutes of each show that I do live is going to be random. You know, I have it written down, but it's a lot of work. We're going to have some kinks to work out. Please leave them in the comments below. Whatever comments that you have towards what didn't work, what did work, what you like to see, just let me know. Meanwhile, I'm going to be learning a lot to get this working. Like, I got screens all over the place, but nevertheless, let me get into telling you guys a few, like I'm using this first 2 minutes, which is probably down to like less than 2 minutes at this point. Random thoughts, shout outs, things like that. So let me see what we down to on the clock. Great work, says J.E. Appreciate it. Dante Bell, what's going on? You guys might see me looking all over the place, and I apologize, but I will get it better. I will, I promise. Anybody else in the building want to give a shout out? We got like 30 seconds left. The screen may say less than that because there's a delay that I'm working with and trying to get this going. Let me tell you this. Being a member of the media is definitely a privilege, covering the Carolina Panthers that I enjoy. And it's a lot of fun being out there, man, seeing those guys get into it or get back to it. Today I was fortunate that it was not hot. It was rainy, misty, overcast. So it worked out well. Is it Dante? Anyway, it looked like he's from Anderson, South Carolina. All right, so that's it. That's our time. We're about to get into these topics. And let me tell you guys what topics are in store for us tonight, all right? So we got 3 things that we're going to talk about. Greg Olsen, the update on his injury, all right? Next thing is Cam Newton recovering from his shoulder surgery. What is his timeline going to be like, et cetera? Other thing, I noticed a lot of facility improvements going on, not just for the bubble that's going up on the practice field, but some things around the building. So I'm going to show you guys a video and share that with you as well. So then after that, it's going to be open for Q&A. I always want to hear from you guys. I say I work for you all, and what that means is you have questions, I go and get the answers for you. So without further ado, let me try to get my clock set right. I might mess up. Hopefully I won't. We're going to spend 5 minutes on this topic. Any questions that you guys have about this topic, just type it. We'll have some interaction here. So first thing that we are going to talk about. Uh-oh, messed up. Look, I messed up already. I told y'all I was going to mess up a few times. Bam. Now it works. Actually, that's not the first topic. Let's go to this. I told you. You guys can laugh. Leave your comments below. Did I lose it? Newton recap? Man. I might have lost my topic for you guys. Told you it was going to be some mistakes. Let me see. Give me a second. Bear with me. Y'all can laugh at me. All right, so hold on. Give me a second. I gotta create this title. Told you the struggles. The struggles are real. All right. Let's see. Hold on. I'm gonna get it together. Almost there. A few more seconds, few more seconds. And bam. There you go. A little delayed. I'm sorry. But again, at the beginning, I said, we're going to have some mistakes. It's live video. And I see questions that are coming in. Hold them. Well, not hold them, but let me just go ahead and get into this since I done already messed up a few times. Greg Olsen today, he was he was the only player that they made available to us like at the podium. We were free to grab players as they were walking off the field. Didn't have a chance to do so. Only had a chance to talk with Greg Olsen. And there's a video already up online that's on my channel, so you can check that out to hear some of the words directly from Greg. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, you got to subscribe and turn on the notifications. That way you can see these videos when they go up, because videos like the other one that I'm talking about can only be up for 2 days, I think. So that's like NFL policy. Check it out. Greg has been dealing with some injuries the past 2 seasons, right? He had and it's all been with his foot, missing, I don't know the exact count, but a number of games last season and the season before that. And he said, you know, the one good thing about that, being that he's one of the older guys in the league, on the team, is that it's helped keep him fresh. And that's something that you heard about Thomas Davis as he's extended his career now playing with the Chargers, that it's unfortunate that you get hurt, but one of the benefits is that it keeps you fresher and it lengthens your career. So he's excited about that. Talked today about having the opportunities to go and not play, but be on TV, be a commentator. And he said, you know, he really loves the game, and you can't get back these years that you're able to play, but he has a skill set to be a broadcaster, and that is something that he can take on later in his life if that opportunity presents itself. The one little caveat is you don't have a ton of primetime opportunities in the media to be on Monday Night Football or something like that. So we'll just have to see about that. And Greg also talked about the possibility of him being a Hall of Fame tight end. He said, you know, that's for other people to decide. He knows he's not one of the flashier guys out there to get the attention. But if you look just at the number standpoint, he feels like he'll get the proper treatment afterwards. So I talked too long. Got less than a minute left. I'm going to go to these comments that you guys have sent to me and answer those. What do I think about Gerald McCoy? I'm going to have to come back to that. How you doing, sir? What's up, Kelly? Thank you for enjoying the work. We're going to work through these bumps together, I promise. Hopefully you guys can hear me better. I worked on some of the delays, but we'll see. Share the broadcast, by the way. Share, retweet, all that good stuff. What up? Keep up the hard work through the season. I hope this is our year to get it done, to keep pounding. Appreciate it. I hope this is a year, too. It's always fun. And then there's a Dante Jackson question. And I'll say that for the end, but I will say this. And Greg Olsen talked about this when asked to evaluate the quarterbacks. It's so hard to tell on day one anybody's capabilities, because these guys are flying, running around because they don't have one pass. You can't have real contact. They're trying to get their bearings on knowing the playbook, knowing what to do, knowing what's expected of them as a pro. So it's hard to evaluate a lot of guys. Dante Jackson, I did recognize, did see, you know, they're doing drills like in groups all over the field, and he looked solid. I mean, caught the ball well, played defense well when it went to some other drills. So I think it'll be quite fun to see his development. So that's it for topic number 1. All right, so let's move on to topic numero 2. It's a big hot topic, right? That topic is Cam Newton and his shoulder. Start the timer now. And I want to interact with you guys. So questions on this topic, leave those, start chatting, leave those comments, and we'll talk about it. Cam Newton, look like I should say Cam Newton's recovery process in that title. Work with me here. Cam was at OTAs today. I don't know for sure if he was present yesterday. I think he was, because I saw an interview that was on the Panthers.com website when Greg Olsen was talking about how Cam is very verbal during these times where he can't practice because he feels like that gives him a way to stay involved and stay engaged with the team. Coach Ron Rivera said there's no timeline for Cam Newton and his recovery. something that they're just going to have to play by ear and see how Cam continues to respond each week. And as they get closer to him being, that's when I feel like you'll see the projections. But it was a peculiar moment today when Coach Ron Rivera was asked about the level of concern, and it seemed like Coach was stuttering, and he was like, basically he wanted to say there's extremely no concern on Cam's ability to recover from his shoulder surgery. Not worried, been there before, and ready to go through this process again and see where Cam will be in terms of being ready for the regular season. We do have some big backups. Obviously, we drafted Will Greer in the 3rd round, and there's speculation about Will. Yeah, I saw him out there today. Yeah, I saw him throw passes today. But again, you just really can't tell anything right now. But it's good to see the players, and I'm just going to be using these next 3 weeks of OTAs to talk to the players, see what their understanding was, see what kind of observations the coaches can have, because what they're looking for the most part is the retention of the players. Coach Rivera has said that year after year is he wants to mostly see how much the player A retained from practice yesterday, last week. He even talked about their process for when they are having players come in for the draft. What are they looking at? They're looking at how much that they retain. They'll tell the guy a bunch of stuff. They'll send him up to the whiteboard, see what he remembers. So that's going to be have to be more information about Cam as it comes out. It's just going to be an ongoing process. So again, interactive conversation here. Things that you guys want to ask me, please do leave them in the comments below. I'll just talk here for a second, see if there's anything that you all want to chime in and say about Cam. And then if not here, we'll just go ahead and switch early onto our next topic. And again, leave comments below. Let me know how this is going. If there's anything wrong, what you like, and I work for you guys. So if there's things that I haven't talked about that you want to see in my coverage, let me know. All right. So I am going to Olsen's hurt. So no, Greg Olsen is not hurt, and I did forget to mention this part of it. He was hurt last year, right? So he has been completely cleared to participate and practice. So Greg was hurt last season. He's doing fine. A few guys that did sit out as precautions and veterans. So I don't think I can go through that list. I know Darrell Williams maybe was one, and Paradis, maybe saying his name completely wrong, but pretty early. It's only May. See if I missed any other questions here. I appreciate the grace on this time around with all the errors that we may encounter as we go through this live video. I need that grace, I really do. All right, so let's go to the next question here. 3rd and final one. Bam! Let's talk about some facility improvements, all right? So, as we all know, there's a bubble that's going up at Bank of America Stadium, right? Indoor practice facility, long been missing, long been needed, and they have one underway. But I noticed there's more construction than just that going on at the stadium. One of them, which I talked to one of the team reps about, is they're going to extend, and I forgot to take a picture so I could share with you guys, but they're going to extend the players' cafeteria area. And if you've never seen that, again, there's another video on my channel. Actually, it's the leading video where I give you a behind-the-scenes tour of all the facilities that the players have access to. You see the cafeteria is not that big, so they're extending that out. And let me share with you guys this video of what I did see today. Hopefully you might find it intriguing. Uh-oh. Let me go back. Guess what? I do not know how to rewind this. I do know how to rewind it. Bam! So you're not going to see my beautiful face anymore. You're just going to see this video going. This is, as you can see, they have blocked off the passageway from the sidewalk or the greenway, and they're doing some construction up there. That construction right there that you just saw on the screen was from the city. This is not all the Panther stuff, and I will have to get some details about that. But you see, it looks like it used to be like a grass area that you're seeing right now, I'm assuming they're going to widen this spot up. I don't think that'll hurt to have a widened walkway to the facilities. And you'll see here some tractors and some pipe work going on. I'm assuming that some of this, and this is just speculation, some of this could be related to if you're going to put new bathrooms and restrooms and possibly add some enhancements to that practice facility to allow for some enhanced tailgating, that you're going to need some additional plumbing that may go over there, because they really have absolutely nothing over there. You see there's a fan. So I'm going to tell you right now, until that bubble's complete, if you're a fan that's used to going down to the stadium and getting player autographs as they walk to and from practice, it's not a good idea, because you see they have you way in the back where you can't see anything. Here you can see that the bubble construction is starting to take place. They got some more of the structure up where the entrance will be for the players to come in. And this is probably going to be near the end of this video here. You'll see some of this grass area. Everything's blocked off. Trucks are in the way. And the area to the right here that you see as a pan is now where players and media go to watch practice. And I'm going to see quickly if I can get up a picture. I did take a picture today of the current process, or not process, current state of the bubble. Give me just a second. Let me see if I can email this to myself. But I got a minute and a half to go here. I think I can get it up before that time is up to share with you all. And then we'll open it up for some Q&A from you all right? And again, tell somebody about the show, man. Help us grow. If you're watching, you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe to the channel. I think you'll enjoy it, have a lot of fun. And let's see, I'm about down to a minute here. You guys can laugh at me later for all these adjustments that we're doing. We're getting used to everything. And let's see here. We'll be able to bring up this image in just a second. Show you guys some exclusive, well, not exclusive because other people have put this out there at this point, but see if I can't show you what the inside of the practice area looks like. What did I save this document to? Bam, right there. Hit OK. Scroll down. Here it comes. 3, 2, 1. Bam! Your boy got you. So you can see right there, the practice field is artificial turf. Of course, it's going to be inside the bubble. Nice, bright green grass. I can tell you right now, that grass, the artificial turf on the old field didn't seem bad, but that right there looks like the really, really good stuff. Time is up, but I got another video that I'm going to put out tomorrow, which will give you a little panoramic view of the practice field. So I'm back. Last but not least, let me see if I got this right. Flat out. Check it out. Last but not least, taking your questions, Q&A, suggestions, all that stuff. I work for you guys. Why do I say that? Because I'm the only, I won't say I'm the only, but I'm completely supported by my viewers, 100%. The money that I raise from you guys is 100% of the revenue. I don't have any sponsors. I don't have any other bosses. So that allows me a lot of flexibility and doing whatever I want to do, of course within the guidelines of being a media member, but I like to extend that ability to saying, what do you guys want to know? What do you want me to find out? Who do you want me to talk to? And working for you. So let me know. Don't be afraid to share, and I'll go and get it as best I can and share it with you, all right? Let me try to go back to a few questions. How is Cam doing? Cam is doing fine. He's not going to try to throw a ball, so I can't talk about what he looks like throwing the ball, but his personality, his outgoingness, his smiles, his talking, like everything is all there. The normal Cam that you see running around, jumping around, smiling, talking to players, that's there 100%. So it's just a matter of now watching that progressions come until Cam is throwing the football. Terry Godwin is a sweet pick. Is a comment. We'll have to see about that. Wide receiver. That'll be an interesting pick. See what else you guys are talking about here. And I get my screens together. Not too many questions right now, so I'm not one to sit here and just keep you guys on the line. But I will go to tell you about the upcoming week. So we have 2 more weeks of OTAs coming up, right? So again, if you're watching the video, you got a question, leave a comment below or go on Twitter. I like to get your questions from Twitter because I can easily track those and get those answered. Leave them on Twitter of what you want. But the next one, I don't know the exact date, will be on Tuesday. So Tuesday of next week, we're going to media have a time to see players and not ask questions. So I'll do another video next Tuesday. And then next Monday, the following week, Monday will be media availability, last week of media availability for OTAs, and I'll do another live video then. I also want to point out, hey, shouts out to Pat Coltrane. If you don't know him, look him up. Just Google Pat Coltrane. Very, very insightful guy that covers Carolina Panthers. I'm going to be on his show next week, so if you haven't checked it out, trust me, it'll be a very good time to check that out. And if you all have a show that you want me to be on, whether it's a podcast or video, and you're in the Charlotte area, just let me know. I love being on other shows. So I'm closing out with some few questions here that I have seen popped up. Why are we splitting Rashad Gordon between 2 positions instead of just one? Well, there's nothing. Hey, they preach having player flexibility, and we don't have a deep secondary, and they have some familiarity and expectations with Rashawn. So I think it's just something to be and prepare for the next man up and having flexibility in that secondary. Who's going to show up in the running back room? Definitely stay tuned for that one, because obviously Christian McCaffrey's there, but we have a lot of unknowns in that running back room. So I will follow that one closely and just stay tuned, and we'll definitely continue to talk about the running back room. Do you think we will sign McCoy? Give me a first name on McCoy, but I don't think we're going to sign any more running backs. We have quite a few at this point. How are players handling this Carolina humidity and heat? Good question, man. I did look over the players today to see if anybody was looking a little tired, a little weary. Didn't see any of that at all today. I mean, but fortunately, it was a cool day. I mean, actually, if you go back to some of the videos I just put up there, I had on my jacket because it was overcast and it was a little windy. So it was a pretty good day. Players handled it well. The look test will come once they have on pads and are down in Spartanburg. Here in Charlotte, it's still okay. The guys haven't really had much to deal with yet in that regard. How do you feel about the guy that is standing in front of the Panthers Stadium saying he will play for Hot Wings? Antoine, I hope it's Antoine. If I say anybody's name incorrectly, don't yell at me. Just phonetically help me out. I didn't see him personally, and I wish that you had have asked me that before today, because I would have asked Ron Rivera about it to see if I can get some comments, but I wasn't able to. I think it's good and that if he was someone that at a position that they felt maybe needed, just kind of say, hey, he's here, bring him in. But I think to an extent, you know, everybody watches everybody. And if you see teams starting to let these guys in, because I think somebody did this at least a couple of years ago, right? Kind of just showing up at some place and say, hey, let me play. I don't think they want people to just start doing this on a regular basis and just overwhelming stadiums and make my job harder, because now it's going to be harder for me to get in. Of course, I have a credential, so it's a different story, but I'm just saying I don't want to go through some scrutiny. All right, so time is up, but you know what? I do have some questions from you guys that are coming in, so I'm going to take this timer off and try to quickly talk about these last few things and interact with you, because that's why I'm here. But again, every week I'm going to do it. Going to try to stick to 30 minutes no matter what, because I want to keep it fresh. I want to keep it engaging. I don't want to have you tuning in for 2 hours, and I don't think I have the personal time to give you that much. But let me try to go through these last few, and then I'm going to get out of here, all right? Welcome, Michael White. Enjoy these final few minutes. Todd Hall, who is your favorite new defensive end, Burns or Miller? Don't have one yet, and the reason is, maybe I can go back to, well, I don't want to waste your time with another picture, but it's so, you can't really, there's so much going on, right? It's like, imagine being at like a festival, like Coca-Cola 600 Festival this week downtown, how many people just all over the place. That's what it's like trying to watch these guys right now, just on one field and all so many groups, and they're far away from a media perspective, so I hadn't had a chance to see them yet. But ask me that, certainly once we get down to Spartanburg, or maybe in a few weeks, could shed some more light to you on that. Antoine, oh, I got your name right. Antoine, good to hear. Gerald McCoy from the Bucks, they release him. No, I don't see that happening right now. Christian McCoy is pretty good, unless Gerald wants to come and give us a super big discount. We don't need to heavily invest, because we had some draft picks. We got some guys on the team that need to be evaluated, so I feel pretty good about the depth. So is Shaq ready this year? Todd, everybody, I'm going to have to wrap it up at this point. Chris Jenkins for Charlotte Vibe, 100% supported by you all. So I always say I work for you. If you have questions that I didn't get to, leave it in the comments below. If you have questions for next week's OTAs, which I'll be there on Tuesday, please feel free to hit me up on Twitter. If you're not following me, please follow me there. And let me check my notes to see if there's anything else I want to leave you guys with in closing. And give me 2 seconds, see if I can find my notes. Hey, last but not least, share, tell a friend about me. I have a goal of reaching 10,000 subscribers by the end of the season. If I get that goal, the way that helps me help you all is, as I go to these players, I mean, I've interviewed tons of players off the field, come to my studio, and it's a really good chance for you all to get to know them off the field. The more subscribers that I have, it'll be so much easier for me to continue to grab guys. When you say, hey, Chris, talk to this person, Chris, talk to that person. Once they see that I have all these people, it makes it so much easier. It's been going well now, but there's nothing wrong with having a stronger audience to have them want to come into the show even more, because they know a lot of people are going to see it. So thank you for watching. See you next Tuesday.